Hello, you're here with Ben from the Grumpy Gamers, and I think we're going to be doing a different style of video today. We're going to be looking at the Mega March PlayStation Store sale, as you can see on screen. And I've got, I think, 10 top picks for the sale, which I've gone through, so you don't have to. And if you like this, then drop a comment, because we can do more videos like this. But I'm going to go through now and then see what's on sale and make some good picks. So the first one, I'm not a huge fan of FIFA. I love a football game as much as the next person. I've played hours, hundreds of hours of FIFA in my time. I haven't touched the latest one. But if you've still got a PS4, 1559 FIFA. First game on the list. And on the PS5, 2449. So great pick. I mean, you can't go wrong if you like Ultimate Team. I mean, putting in money is a big it's something they try to get you to do. But if you don't put in money and you play Ultimate Team for the love of it, then it can be really fun online. So for that price, it might even be worth it. And the second pick, second game, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So I recently kind of reviewed this on the pod because I played a good almost 20 hours in the end of this. It's a long game. It's 60 to 80 hours. You're going to get your money's worth. There's a DLC that's just literally come out for it. So there's so much content. You're probably looking at 100 hours plus of content if you want to do everything. That version is 23.29 for the PS4 and the PS5 version. It is good. If you like the new style Assassin's Creeds, can't go wrong with this game, with Valhalla. So check it out if you're interested. Now on this page, we've got the likes of Guardians, which did very well last year. It Takes Two was Game of the Year in a lot of places, and the actual official Game of the Year. So both of those are actually on Game Pass. So if you have got an Xbox, fortunate enough to have an Xbox as well, then look no further. Those two are on Game Pass. And another one, Riders Republic, next to it. That is not on Game Pass, but Shredders, the snowboarding game, is coming to Game Pass tomorrow. That's the 17th of March. So maybe check that one out if you've got an Xbox and you're not looking to spend an awful lot of money. The next pick I've got is, of course, Hades. Now, that came two Game of the Year shows ago. So 2020, we gave that. It was our number 2 on Game of the Year. It's a phenomenal game. I think every single one of us on the pod has played it. $15.99. You can get it on every platform now. It's also on Game Pass, but if you've got a PlayStation, you don't have access to an Xbox, then definitely pick it up here. It's also on the Switch, so which is where I really like to play it, to be honest. It definitely suits a handheld console, so, and it's probably a similar price on the Switch as well, so check that out to make sure. Next pick, Resident Evil. So the Raccoon City edition of Resident Evil 2 and 3. These are the remakes. Bear in mind that Resident Evil 3 is very short, and I think it's around 6 hours. Resident Evil 2, probably around the 10-hour mark. So combined, you're going to be needing a price like this, 20 quid. That's what would get me interested. Now, Resident Evil 2, when that remake came out, it looked absolutely phenomenal, plays phenomenally. If you love the Resident Evil series, then you've probably already played it. If you haven't, then this is a great entry point. I mean, it just looks stunning, and it's one of the scary Resident Evils. I'd say Resident Evil 2 is one of the more scary Resident Evils. So yeah, great place to be jumping in. Now the next pick, this one, also on Game Pass, there's a theme here, but Plasto Innocence, you can pick up for £8.74. You can also pick up the trial version for free, so that's just the PS4 edition here. But for £8.74, you can pick up the PS4, PS5 version, so it has got a PS5 upgrade. the reason I'm saying it here is just it's a phenomenal game. The next one, Requiem, is coming out fairly soon, so if you've been interested and you've seen that about, you might as well give this one a little chance. Little Plasto Innocence, very, very good game. Not to be missed. It was one that was overlooked a little bit at the time, but yeah, definitely shouldn't be. One that came out quite recently. Next pick, this one here, Life is Strange: True Colors. So this price, $27.49, 50% off. Pretty damn good. It's available on every platform, so you can get this on Switch as well if that's where you want to play it, but you're probably looking more 40-50 quid there. So this excellent price. I haven't played this one. I loved the well, there've been quite a few, Life is Strange Before the Storm, that type of stuff. I loved all those. I love this type of game. If you're a fan of that almost walking simulator decision making game type thing, this is one for you. If you're a fan of other games like even I'd say like Oxenfree or Night in the Woods and that type of stuff, Life is Strange fits that kind of mold and is along those types of lines. So that's definitely a pick there. Lost Judgment, not a pick, but I've heard really good things about that, so maybe check that one out. This one, Canem Edit. Now, Dog Eat Dog or other people will know it as Bully. So this is a Rockstar classic. So £7.19. You can pick up Bully, which if you haven't played, you know, it's a precursor to all of Rockstar's recent kind of games. It really is. So it's got that cult following, and so many people want a remake of this game. So many people. So you might see it. Who knows? In the coming years, you might see an announcement for the remake. But you know, £7.19 for a little bit of video game history there. I think it was originally released on the PS2. I think it was PS2. So it could be one to check out for Rockstar fans. But if you're looking for something a bit more modern, Death's Door came out last year. Also on Game Pass right now. So if you've got an Xbox, again, check it out there. But if you haven't played it, it's kind of a top-down, almost isometric type view. Lovely, charming, crafted world. Very hard game. If you've seen Tunic, which is released I think today on the 16th of March, very similar vibe to that, but a lot of plaudits last year. Some people even gave this their game of the year, so you know, it's did very, very well, but a darling indie game, I think. So for £11.99, it's a little bit 25% off, but it's a decent shout. One that was quite overlooked last year. I think it came out last year, but it got overlooked quite heavily, and it's still come at a hefty price at the moment in this sale. $32.49 for Persona 5 Strikers. This is the deluxe edition here, but this game really has been overlooked in a lot of quarters. So if you like Persona, and if you like Persona 5, this genuinely is like a sequel to Persona 5. It is more of a Dynasty Warriors type game, so think loads of enemies, loads of fighting, action kind of game. However, it is very, very much a Persona game. The cutscenes in between all the action are long. They've got so much, the speaking, the voice acting, everything. It is Persona through and through, from scene to scene, and even the action areas, even the Dynasty Warriors type stuff. It doesn't feel like Dynasty Warriors. It doesn't feel. It doesn't even feel like a Hyrule Warriors game or anything like that. It definitely feels like a Persona game, and I don't really know how they've done it, but I think it really was overlooked in a lot of quarters, because so many people think Persona 5 was like the second coming of JRPGs. You know, that it was that damn good. I loved Persona 5, don't get me wrong. Loved Persona 4 and Persona 5, probably my favourite Persona games. but this one shouldn't be overlooked. It is genuinely a really, really good game. Just Persona with a bit more of a action kind of orientation. So that's definitely the next pick. Then we move on. Let me just find it here. Okay, Chorus. This one came out not too long ago. I want to say 4 months ago, something like that. So it's down to 23.44. It was never a full price game. So you see here it's down for 35 quid. I think I got it for 35 quid. It's never full price, but graphically looks amazing. And I think there is, I mean, this says PS5 here. There is a PS5 update live pretty much now, I think, which has ray tracing. So I think that goes live pretty much today. So you might get that with this. Really good game. So if you're into spaceship flying games, if you like Starlink, stuff like that. So the Starlink Star Fox game. If you're, what's it, Everspace 2. If you're into Everspace 2, Everspace 1 was a roguelike, but Everspace 2 a bit more story orientated. If you like that, but you haven't got a PC maybe to play Everspace 2 on, Chorus could be your game. Really, really good flying mechanics, and story's not bad either. I really, really enjoyed it. So my final pick is Kerbal Space Program. This one here. So I originally got this in beta years ago, I'm sure. It's £8.99, 25% off. It's a great little indie game. The good thing about this is, if you like this, there's a second one coming, I think, this year. So in this, you design little spacecrafts and you're trying to launch them into the atmosphere, and it's just a really. It's not simple. It's quite difficult, I think, and it's a thinking game, but it's funny. It's got its charm. It's got its humour. So if you're into something a bit different, again, $8.99, not going to break the bank. If you're into something a bit different, then that could be your game. But picked out 10 games there. 10 games from the PlayStation Store. The March sale, which has just gone live. I think it's live until the end of this month, so definitely check this one out. You can check it out online, you can check it out on your PlayStation. Loads of games, loads of discounts, and some really, really good picks. If you're dying to buy a game at the moment, which, you know, February was a big month for games, if you've got spare cash, and I don't know who has, then this could be a place for you to spend your money. But if you like these kinds of videos, like I said at the start, then let me know in the comments, and we will do more of them. We've got some Game Pass videos on the channel as well, things like that, so let us know and we will do more. But for now, that is GG. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. It does us a world of good, and we'll make more of this type of content. We have a podcast that comes out every single Wednesday wherever you download your podcasts, Grumpy Gamers. And until then, it's GG from me.